Disclaimer: the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting beyond borders of Parañaque City. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Master Coach A. You're joining me for the 6th episode of Coach CAFÉ here at TikTok Broadcast. And this is the special season break series offered to all our wonderful, beautiful hosts here at TikTok Broadcast. And of course, as we take the season break, we don't want to leave you hanging in there. So today, as I go on the conversations with moms, I'd like to call on all the moms in the world and all the beautiful children of these beautiful moms on the show. I'll have Master Coach Hasmin, Coach Tin, Coach Marife, Coach Nords, and of course, Coach Joanna. We'll be right back shortly. And we're back! Magandang hapon po sa inyong ulit. And if you are joining just right now, you're hopping in, please continue tagging your friends, tagging moms, tagging all the members of the family because this is one conversation that you don't want to miss. If you are joining me for the first time, I am Master Coach A. I am behind Life Coach Philippines. I am the founder, I am the editor, and I help coaching entrepreneurs and CEOs to live a mentally beautiful life, especially moms who is going through a lot of burden, hurdles, difficulties, challenges, and stress. And they would say, raising up the family. Truth of the matter, it is not raising our family that give us stress, but all the resources that we need to have to raise a beautiful family. So as I get started on this episode, I'd like to call all the children in the house, all the children who would be listening this episode, watching this episode, even on a replay, trust me, okay? When your mom tells you, ang hirap magpalaki ng mga anak, ang hirap bumuo ng pamilya, ang hirap sa bahay na to, trust me, they were just telling you, I need help, anak. They were just like saying the wrong things, okay? Speaking the wrong things, trust me, they don't mean it. Because one of the greatest gifts that we have is actually raising our children, manning the home, okay? Like manning, when I say manning, like being there for you. Sometimes it feels like policing you, okay? But really making a space, creating a space, nurturing a space for the next generation, for our offspring is really a beautiful experience. Unfortunately, because of the many stress, difficulties, and the things that we have to carry on to provide, to make that space beautifully created and nurtured for you, unfortunately, there are many times in our lives that we say stupid things that we don't mean. And what does it truly mean when moms knows best, okay? Oftentimes we hear that moms knows best, or why is it because I said so? Okay, today's conversations, I'd like to unpack that and hear behind the scene. I want you to prepare your tissue, prepare your heart, prepare like that moment where you finally hear the truth behind the scene. Let's welcome on screen. Allow me to welcome them with a big shout out. Congratulations to Master Coach Hasmin, Coach Tin Hoya, Coach Nords, Coach Marife, and of course, Joanna. Coach Joanna, join me now on the screen, please.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon.
Hello everyone.
And hello everyone. Great afternoon.
All right. So, good afternoon, Blessed afternoon, mothers. I hope and I pray that you are starting to feel comfortable at this moment and time. So let's get started. My first question is I want you to introduce yourself, but this time I want you to introduce yourself using your children. Using your children. All right. So, moms knows best. Allow us to hear how much you know your children. Carry on.
Sige, ako na mauna.
Ganun
Hello.
talaga. We are live.
Medyo mahirap yun eh. Sige, wait lang. Hello everyone. I'm a mom of a vibrant young entrepreneur who is also an animator and also a mom of a young man who is ready to face the world, who has just finished his junior years in high school and is now ready to find the path to be an entrepreneur as well in the automobile industry. So I'm Coach Ting Lihoya. I'm a certified CACC Life and Mental Health Coach from Life Coach Philippines.
Okay, two beautiful children. Okay, great. Who's next? See
Sige ako.
how challenging it is, right? Okay, so oftentimes we say I'm a mother of this child, a mother of this person, and it's just like we're so proud of them. But when we're trying to express our hearts and appreciations and admirations with our children, honestly, it's one tough questions. And many times I've been introduced in my speaking career. I would always say I'm a wife and a mother of three, and oftentimes when it's being said, I would always play in my mind, if I'm being asked who are my children because they're not on the screen, on the stage, so what would I say? So I know how it feels. So trust me, I know how it feels right now. But it's fun. Trust me.
Okay,
Coach
so
Nords.
from the Highlands, so I am a mom of two beautiful daughters as well. So dalawang children, 7-year-old and 4-year-old. And I'm a mom of a blessed one, the first child who is so blessed with all the providence of the family, and she is a person wherein uh, she was born in the field, wherein she loves farming in the farm. And I'm also a mom of the second one who is born and living in the screen naman. So in the screen. Yan. So that is
Ganda.
Lindsay. So a mom of a blessed one with Joy, and a mom of a faithful one, Lindsay Faith. So those are my kids, two beautiful daughters. And of course, I am a life coach from Life Coach Philippines. And I am proud,
Yes.
a full-blooded Igorot from the Kankanay tribe of Bugyas, Benguet. That's me.
Ang galing, no? Isang nasa field at isang nasa screen. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Sige, ako na po. Baka mawala ito. No? So, good
Oo.
afternoon, everyone. I am Master Coach Hasmin, and I am a mother of two beautiful children. So, si Benj, age 20, and si Bea, age 18 years old. So, I would describe my children are gifted and intelligent children. Parang pinapakilala mo pa.
Mommy knows best, di ba? Ganun talaga eh, di
Nakakilala
ba?
ko, parang naiiyak na ako, di ba? Gifted and
Correct.
intelligent children. And I would describe them as according doon sa pagkakakilala in what I receive from them. So, my children, they are understanding, they are supportive, they are very patient, and they are willing, willing to wait. Mga batang willing to
For
wait
mom.
for mom. Yun po sila. And as their name says that yung pangalan nila, no, so it's both has same meaning, no, so they are consecrated for God. Ayan. And
Wow. Awesome.
that is something that um I we try to do our best to live for them to live in that name.
Okay, awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Ako na,
Kasali po
Master.
tayo dito. Oo, sige
Ayan.
po. Coach Marife.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, ako po ay nanay. Nanay po ako ng three young adults. So, and my kids are
Young
basically
adults, yan.
young adults. And minsan kung naguguluhan ako kung sino yung mga anak ko, tinitingnan ko na lang yung sarili ko kasi a lot of them, they really took after me. So they're creative people, no? My children are creative people, and they how do you call it? They are quiet, they are introvert, but they are deep thinkers. So those are my
Yeah.
children. So they see
Yes.
beyond
Deep
what they
thinkers.
see, no? And yun po yung aking tatlong anak. So I have two boys and a girl. And yun, Master, they're full of surprises just like the mom.
Just like the mom. I like what you said. Just
Just
like the mom. Honestly, just like the mom. Yeah.
just like the
Totoo
mom.
yun.
So
Oo.
ako po ay sa Cloban City, Leyte, Philippines. So, yung mga taga-Region 8, ako po ay nandito. So, pasok po kayo at suportahan niyo ako at baka mag-iyakan tayo mamaya. Okay?
Thank you, Coach Marife. Of course, Coach Joanna.
Ayan. So, medyo huminga muna ako, Master. Nakaka-stop talaga yung question at describe yourself as your kids. But I would like to introduce myself as a mom of 3 magical kids. My kids'
Wow.
names come from the magic cards of their father. Dati noon, ayokong tanggapin eh. Bakit kasi doon kinuha yung
Oh.
pangalan? Kasi gusto ko pangalan ako yung magbibigay. But then I realized that these 3 kids are really magical. So, my firstborn is actually, wait, Master. My firstborn is 14, no, and she's the quiet one, but she's very you may take a look at her as a reserved one, pero malalim din po siya mag-isip, and it's very creative and artistic. The other one is very quiet, and as I was looking at my kids, I realized ako yun, no? As I was describing them to you, I saw myself on each of them. No, the second one is very quiet but very creative. Pag binigyan mo siya ng task, specific task, she will do it. And wala siyang inhibitions. No? Hindi siya magsasalita, pero gagawin niya yung gusto niya. And my youngest is the very, very kulit. No? My youngest is the very makulit but very malambing one. So when I want to introduce myself as the mom of 3 different kids, but magical kids, and they all came from me. And as you asked the question, I had this reflection na ako talaga to. These are all me. And not the usual that you describe yourself as what your kids, as we have been having the devotion, no? Kasi we have this devotion every day na when I talk to them, I am not asking you to behave the way it is, but your behavior is the reflection of who we are. So I just wanted to introduce myself as the mom of the 3 beautiful kids whose reflection is also me. Yan po, Master.
Okay. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And I would really encourage you to make time for your children. Okay, of course, our children would have different attention span, but I would really encourage you to get the timestamp of how you introduce them. Trust me, it is something that I would treasure for life. Okay, ain't perfect. Okay, they would probably ask themselves, is it true? Is it really me? And all of these things. But trust me, these are moments where our children needs to hear that. And oftentimes, we have our own expression of love that is not their expression, or probably because we have not stopped. I think I can look at the screen. All of us here are working moms, and that's the challenge with many working moms. We've obviously have stopped. Okay, stop minding our own time, and our own time really is motherhood. And I think I share that with every one of you. You know, now motherhood is so important for us, but we have missed the moment that moment is for us. And I want the children to hear this. No, Motherhood is so dear. No matter how you look at your mom, motherhood is so dear. It's a gift that God gave us, and it's neatly to get like knitted to who we are. And so as your moms forget themselves in the process of working and providing, they also forget that specific moment with you. It's because it's tied to us. It's an innermost core of a woman, of a mother. So there's something in there. Hence, your mothers, okay? Trust me, kids. You know what you do? Make your mom remember themselves more. As they remember more of themselves, they remember more of you. That's exactly how it is. So let's, like, if you're hearing me, help me out. Okay, make your mom remember themselves more. Make your mom take care of themselves more. Make your mom say here, like, and say ako muna, because the more your mom says ako muna, the more they will see that you are that beautiful gift and part of ako muna. Okay, so next question. And because we've known our kids, we know that. Alam naman natin talaga yan, okay? By the way, if you are watching this on a replay, or somebody message, or somebody give you this link and you keep hearing the word kids, okay? There was one time I was corrected and I was taught that, you don't use the word kids because kids is being used by a young of one animal. And I want to put a context on this, okay? It's engraved in our culture of how what it means for us to say the word kids. And I want this to like engrave, okay? When we call our children, our offspring, kids, we don't mean to make them feel less. We don't treat them like animals. It's just that you have to understand, in different culture there are different words, okay, and some words may mean different to you in different countries, but in our context, kids means our own. Okay, we love them, we know them, we see the playfulness of them, we see them being raised, and even if they're grown up right now, we still love calling them kids because we remember the moments we have with them. So for the context and for the record, we don't treat our children as animals. And I remember it was stated to me, so I pulled out something, and the person said, you don't call kids because it's an animals. No, our kids are human. They are born of a human mother, of a human father, and of divine God. So our children are human. So I want to say that. Now, my next question is this. We always say, moms knows best, or because I said so, or basta sinabi ko, di ba? Pag hindi na natin ma-express, di ba? Pag hindi na natin, basta anak, makinig ka, kasi alam ko talaga yung sagot, tama? We have that. Yung ano ba naman, anak, bakit hindi mo ko magets? Okay, can you share one moment or one area of your life or operations at home or relationship with your children that you hope you can express more kasi alam mo talagang you know best? Yung wala ka talagang no shadow of doubt, like you know best. Ako unahan ko kaya, sige, para to just warm me, but ako mothers knows best, okay? Talaga to, wag kang humarang. I know exactly how you will raise your funds for your family. How will you will raise the fund, how will you provide for your family, how you will make sure that your family will live a life not of comfort but a life of responsible stewardship. Like responsable ka sa lahat ng ibibigay sa iyo ni God. Like kind of double stewardship and responsible. But people would say kasi I'm a good steward, but I would say very responsible because you're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your family. Yun talaga. I could tell my children with everything I could probably mess up and mess up, I would say I know how to help you raise that. And I want to secure that. Honestly, I want to secure that for the family of my children. That one I know. O hindi yan emotional ha, kaya natin yan.
Yeah. Yes, ako master. One thing I believe that I know best is that you can never do anything in your life successfully if you do not start with God. That's one thing that is very,
On
very
point,
sure.
on point, on point.
You will never,
Love that.
never be able to do anything
Away
successful
with God, away from God.
away from God. It has to begin with God. Relationship.
Absolutely.
pursuance of a job, career, lahat yan has to
Money,
begin
lahat.
with God. Oo. Yun, Master, like, really, like, I several times I told my children about this, no?
Totoo
Even when they
yan.
were still small, even then they were still small, I said, I've never seen, well, you've seen successful people, no, but the meaning, like, the
Correct.
success becomes really meaningful, and really, how do you call it,
Mm,
talagang
mm.
nakikita mo yung in the real sense, no, kasi minsan sinasabi natin successful ka na pag may pera, may bahay, but success is having the abundance, not just in money, but even your peace of mind and joy, and the way you
Yeah,
carry yourself through the storm. It has to begin always with God. Yan yung walang babarayan sa akin. I would say I know best with that. Yes,
I love
Master.
that. I love that. And I agree with that. I agree with that 101%. That away from God, apart from God, there's nothing. And that was one time I asked Clint kasi sabi niya, like, when people say, yan na yung age mo, wala ka pa narating. And I asked, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng walang narating? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng wala kang narating? Kasi 'di ba, many times you hear that 'di ba? Well, ang idea is meron kang na-promote ka na, nakabili ka na sarili mong kotse, may condo ka na. Of course, we look at differently, okay? And I like what you said, Coach Marife, because you know what? If your condo, don't get me wrong, all the financial success are great. But if you have your condo, your car, your salary of how many figures, multiple dollars and all, you lose God, it's not success. Honestly, it's just a matter of time you're gonna lose all of that. Because that comprises of who you truly like. Magandang point siya, Coach Maripa. I like that. Okay. Who's next?
Sige po, ako na lang. Yan.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
susundong ko yung kay Coach Marife, no? So, mothers knows best because I know that the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God. And that is something that may storya po ako niyan eh. No? So, nung nagbubuntis po ako sa kanilang, lalo na kay BA, ng panganay, ano, parang lahat na yata ng vitamins ni research mo at saka gatas para maging matalino sila, di ba? But there was
Correct.
one time, yeah, there was one time that God, um, parang kinausap ako ni Lord eh, sabi niya. And then He showed me that verse that the fear of the Lord is the
It's the beginning
beginning
of
of
wisdom.
wisdom. And from then on, tinigil ako na yung pag-research ng vitamins, ng vitamins at saka ng mamahaling gatas, no? So, pag may maliit yung budget noon, ano, 'di ba? So, magagatas sila ng medyo affordable, 'di ba?
Masyadong mahal. Oo.
O hindi masyadong mahal, 'di ba? Pero 'yun yung binigay sa akin na comfort ni God, that the fear of the Lord, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and that is something that I always remind them and tell them na hindi kailangan yung talino, no, yung talino the way the world see it, 'di ba? So hindi siya 'yon. So but if you have the fear of the Lord, you will have a wisdom in all aspect ng buhay.
Yeah, that's very true, Master Coach. In my case, ang version ko niyan is hanapin mo si God. Pag nahanap mo siya, kahit mahirap, kahit kamatayan, kahit gutom, kahit galit yung nararamdaman mo, pag nahanap mo ang Diyos, mahahanap mo yung path to move forward. Kasi tanggalin mo siya dun sa picture. Well, we're not preaching. If you're here and you wanna go out and say, preaching ba ito? Hindi po ito preaching. Okay? And these are words that, sometimes you barely hear from moms, lalo na kapag ang mga nanay pong nakikita ninyo ay punong-puno ng career. Alam mo yon, lahat ng career ginawa. Trust me, the reason we can do that and all the days and nights na hindi kami nakikita ng mga anak namin, we can only cry to God. And God sends caregivers, God sends, contractors who will help us carry the load habang wala kami. So, totoo po talaga yan. May Diyos po talaga doon sa picture eh. Kahit ayaw po natin makita, meron pong picture ang Diyos dyan. Okay? Gusto pa bang mag-share ng ibang nanay? Okay? Medyo nakahinga na po tayo.
Medyo ang hirap ng tanong, no? Kasi if you take a look at it, parang mother knows best. Saan nga ba talagang area does a
You
mom
can
knows
say,
best?
yeah, that's right.
Especially if you have just mirrored everything from your parents and you don't know any better. But
I
I
love
like
that.
really what Coach Marife said, that it has always to start with God. And I will take off from the point na look at everything with gratefulness. Kasi pag grateful ka, you know God is there eh.
Totoo.
And yun yung inaano ko kaya sa kanila na whatever happens, always find
Wow.
gratefulness in it so that you can also see the lessons that God is teaching you para
Very good.
ma-redirect yung path mo.
Very good.
So, yun
Very
yung
good.
ano ko sa area ko na mothers knows best that portion of looking at life with gratefulness because there's always God when you're grateful.
Love it. Maganda yon. Gratitude is a good thing. Okay? And, sometimes, hindi nakikita, no, na being grateful at all. Sabihin mo lang, yung sasabihin mo lang sa anak, kasi ganito kasi yung version ng mga nanay. No? Pag nakita natin medyo hindi sila masaya, sabihin natin, magpasalamat ka nga, meron tayo niyan. Medyo pagalit kasi. Di ba? Agree na thumbs up lang po tayo.
Agree, Master.
Totoo.
Diba?
So,
Iba yung
pero
tono eh.
iba kasi yung tono natin. Pag nakita natin medyo ayaw nila, ganyan, sasabihin natin, magpasalamat nga, tayo may ganyan. Yung ibang tao walang ganyan, tapos sabi ng anak mo, kasalanan ko bang meron kami yan, Nay? Diba? Ikaw naman nagbigay. Pero honestly, there's value in that, being grateful. Being grateful. Okay. So, I wanna ask this question, okay? Medyo kailangan ng tissue. Okay, kailangan ng tissue. Handa ko na ha. Okay. That will always, yan, Master Coach, handa mo yan. That was like, yeah, I like, okay, I owe it. Oo, sabi niya, to my mom who always talks to me about Lord's provision, blessing, and everything. Maraming salamat. Ito. Share us one time before, magbe-break na rin naman tayo in a few minutes. So, maganda na po natin pag-usapan. Share with us a moment where kumurot yung puso mo. Pwedeng nag-break yung puso mo. Okay? And I hope, you hope and you pray, you can give more. Okay? And yung moment na yan, talagang sinabi mo sa isip mo na, you know what? I will do whatever it takes. I will do whatever it takes to make things better for my family or for my child or for these children of mine. Anong moment po yan?
Ako na mauna, Master, bago pumatak ang mga pagpapawis.
Oo.
Inunahan.
Nauna ka na. Ganda ng makeup naman natin ngayon, Coach. Maya, maganda si Mommy.
Yan po. Master, ako, yung nag-break yung puso ko talaga. Nung time na nagturo ako, nadala ko po yung 3 anak ko sa school.
I remember that. Ayan na. Oo, binitbit sila sa classroom, di ba?
Po. Teka lang. Yung nilayasan ka ng helper mo, no? Na hindi mo alam kung magtuturo ka ba o pipiliin mo yung anak mo. During that time, sabi ko, hindi pwede, no? Yung iniwanan mo lang sila sa kabilang classroom, na natutulog sila, tapos ikaw nagtuturo ka, di ba? So, sabi ko, hindi pwede. I have to choose. Kaya po, pinili ko talaga na i-let go yung career ko for my kids. Kasi sabi ko, ito yung maaalala nila na iniiwanan sila sa classroom na malamig.
Correct.
No? And yung isang anak ko, hindi ko na maintindi na napaihina. Paano niya iintindihin? Magkasunod sila, isang 2 years old, isang 1 year old, isang 5 years old yata si Joyra during that time. And wala kaming helper. And ayokong, although there are support from the school, hindi ganun eh. No?
Correct.
Hindi yung mga co-teachers ko are always there. Pero iba, alam niyo yung nakakahiya, nahihiya ako eh. Kasi I should be the one doing that. But I really have to choose, estudyante ko ba o mga anak ko. And for me, ang sabi ko, yung mga anak ko, kasi hindi ito yung gusto kong maranasan nila. No? And during the time foundation years kasi yun, sabi ko, these children are blessed. Itong mga tinuturuan ko tong mga to, no? They are well off. May nagsusundo sila. Pero ako, yung mga anak ko walang nag-aalaga, iiwanan ko lang sa bahay. Sabi ko, hindi to pwede. And iniyak ko talaga siya. No, iniyak ko talaga siya, sabi ko hindi pwede. During the time na nagtuturo ako, buti na lang talaga mabait yung anak ko na nagtuturo ka, ang hirap pa nung subject, hindi mo alam yung utak mo kung ang iisipin mo yung anak mo na nasa kabilang room or ituturo mo yung subject. And yun talaga yung nadurog yung puso ko. Even sa nanay ko, sabi ko, yung nanay ko nga, pag hindi nakakita, sabi ko na, lumuwas ka. Hindi ko na talaga kaya. And yun talaga yung breaking point na sabi ko, hindi pwede. I have to choose my kids over my career. And hindi ko pinagsisisihan yung decision na ginawa ko yun sa buhay ko. Ayan po, Master.
Masakit yon, mahirap yon. Kasi nga, we were talking about that, Coach Joanna, di ba? Sabi ko sa'yo, I told you that my version naman is nasa cabinet, nasa tabi ng cabinet, no? I have that, a steel cabinet. That was my first son, nandoon yung first board ko. Tapos nagmi-meeting ako, tapos nagdadasal kang hindi marinig nung ka-meeting mo, sa harap mo, na may bata doon. Kasi malaki siyang deal. Hindi ka pwedeng umalis, pero bitbit mo yung anak mo. Tapos iiyak ka kasi feeling mo, bakit ko tinatago yung anak ko? Pero hindi mo naman pwedeng ilabas yung anak mo kasi nga, di ba, you are employed. Yeah, I know that. Yung kanya, lahat pa, bitbit niya. And I hear, nung sinabi mo yan, Coach Joanna, the feeling of, you look at other children being taken care of, may yaya, may driver, and you're living. So to all the students of Coach Joanna, a part of our education, sometimes we don't value, no, we don't get to value behind the scene of our teachers. Our teachers are also moms who sacrifice their children for our education. Yeah, thank you, Coach Joanna, for saying that. Hindi ko alam kung
Nakakaiyak.
makakapagsalita pa
Pero
sila.
feeling ko, lalo ako maiiyak. Ako siguro yung matatawid ko to, promise. Dadaan ko din sa tawid joke. The moment na, yung moment na may third party sa family.
Relationship.
Kasi yung anak mo, tinatanong ka kung maghihiwalay ba kayo. Ang sakit-sakit nun eh. Kasi, you want to say na hindi. Pero, all you can do is hold on to God na hindi. But, the opposite is happening. So, you just got to have that faith. And, sabi ko naman nun, whatever happens, I have to stand as a mom. Maging buo man o hindi. But, they will never see that dark side of their dad. Kasi dad pa din naman nila yun. So, yung moment na pagsasabihin sa'yo ng yaya na, ate, dumadaan kami sa church. Like, ano ginagawa niyo sa church? Kasi every time bago umuwi, nagpipray yung panganay na, sana po hindi maghiwalay ang parents ko.
Wow.
Yun yung moment na, sabi ko, Lord, masakit siya, pero I surrender it all to you. I will have to stand as a mom, no matter what happens. Ilalaban ko to. Maging buo man kami o hindi. So yun, Master, siguro yung moment na ano man ang mangyari, yung dalawang anak ko pa din talaga ang ilalaban ko. Hindi na nga ako pat sila na.
Prayer works.
Yeah.
Diba? Thank you, ate. Prayer works. Akalain mo, diba? Dumadaan ng simbahan. Pinagdasal ka ng anak mo. Diba? And I'm sure they're very proud of you now. Congratulations, Coach Dean. Master Coach?
Yes, no? So, ngayon ko lang malalabas.
Dami talagang luha ang
kwento nito, di ba?
Oo.
So, I think yung moment na nagkasakit si Bea ng dengue, di ba? Nagka-dengue siya. Kasi at that time, tapos ako, alam ko ang dengue no? Bilang medical practitioner and doktor talaga namin yan. So, expert ako sa dengue. But I didn't stop. Hindi ako huminto noon na inaalam mo lang yung lagnat niya, di ba? Tapos sa bahay, ibibilin mo lang siya kay Rev. Tapos, until humaba yung kasi, dangerous kasi yung dengue, di ba? So, on the fifth day, critical na siya. So, hindi ako huminto at that time, pero parati ko lang ibinibilit. Although, I feel, but I still deny na dengue yun. Tapos hindi ako humihinto. Sige lang, tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin sa trabaho pa din until one time that I saw na lumabas na talaga yung medyo critical, yung signs na medyo critical.
Signs niya.
Pag lumabas na yung
that's it.
Yeah, that's it, yung rashes niya, that I have to rush I have to rush her to the hospital at hindi pa ako kasama noon. So pumunta pa ako ng ospital
Ng
pagkatapos pa din ng
opisina.
trabaho, 'di ba? So I know how critical it is, 'di ba? Yung alam ko may idea ka doon sa sakit pero yung hindi ka makahinto ng mga panahon na yon para unahin.
Yung anak mo. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. Coach Clint had a dengue, and our Lady Jen is here. We were moving a space. We were moving from Ortigas to Quezon City space. And when we were moving, Clint was also in bed for days. But we were moving offices, so we were not able to, ganon din, iniiwan sa yaya. And the next thing I heard is, your son is no longer moving. He needs to be moved to the hospital. So, hospital ka agad. And that feeling that you have, like, that you have to choose, and we will be in a moment where it's a matter of life and death before we finally stop. That was tough. I hear that. That's tough. Master Coach, thank you for being vulnerable and for sharing that. And the reason why we're sharing this is because we're not perfect moms here. When we say we knows best, it's not because we've done it perfectly, but it's because we've seen how they suffered and how God sustained them, and how we've learned through the years, and how we can just hope and pray they become better parents than we are, honestly. Yeah. Thank you so much. Do we have other sharers in the screen, or we're gonna
Yeah.
Coach Marife, nag-unmute ka, go.
Yeah, I was hearing Coach Joanna, nakarelate din ako doon, no? Kasi dala-dala din yung anak ko. Nakarelate din ako kay Coach Tim kasi nga marami
Yeah.
din kaming story na pwede na din kaming maghiwalay talaga, yung mga pride and ego. So, nakarelate din ako dyan, no? And then, of course, kay Master Coach Hasmin, pag may
Yeah.
lagnat yung anak ko, basically, yung tatay nang nandoon. Basically, si doktor
Correct.
talaga nag-aalaga sa kanila, no? And so, one thing that I would like to share which I na bago-bago na lang Master Coach kasi nga dadaanan ko na lahat. So, yung bago-bago is that when my daughter, dinala namin siya sa church to have fellowship with
Hi, I
lead
remember
niya,
that
no?
story.
Dinala siya doon. Tapos, syempre, she grew up in church. So, and of course, the father knew na lahat ng tao doon, kilala naman namin. But when my
Yes.
daughter was up in there, anxiety came in and she sobbed so really like strongly na
Yeah.
bumaba siya and she was really like tawag doon nanginginig talaga
Yeah.
siya and syempre
Nagsishake siya. Yeah.
I don't know anyone. And syempre nagalit, no? Nagalit. Bakit hindi mo kilala? Kilala mo yung lahat. Shoo, 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 shoo. And then when we went home, she was crying. And then my husband told me about it, no? And then pumunta ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, bak naman? I mean, instead of really like asking what happened, ay, ganun, ganon. And then all of a sudden, and then I left, no? I was angry. I left the room. And then my daughter caught up with me in the room, inside the room with my husband. And she said, something is wrong with me. Can I please have a therapy? Something is wrong with me. And so it bleeds, no? It bleeds, no, to really like, bakit di ko yung natanong? Bakit di ko natanong? Bakit ka agad nag-judge, no? Na ganun. Kasi nga, like I always believe do na ako nga mas grabe yung pinaggalingan ko, grabe yung kayo buo yung nanay tatay nyo, ako nga mas grabe yung trauma ko and but I was able to parang ganun Master Coach. But during that time it bleeds my heart and I said I could have asked, I could have been more gentle to my child. So yun yung gusto kong i-invite, to be more gentle, no, and to be less judgmental. At that point yun talaga yung nasa brain ko.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna capture that moment, Coach Marife, because I know that we've talked about it. And to all the parents out there, I know that feeling of anxiety. I know that feeling, and as old as I am, okay, people didn't understand that it could happen, that it's fatal, and people would just say, "Umaarte ka," and all of this. Trust me, parents, anxiety attack is real, and it can kill your child, it can kill the person, because the breath, that the hangin is here. And sometimes when we say, kami nga ganyan, ako nga ganyan, kudos to the daughter, no? Na sinabi niya something is wrong with me. And fortunately, she was able to speak. But what about the children who cannot speak and don't know any better that honestly, there's something wrong with me, mom. Like, yes, there's something wrong, but it's not umaarte, but it's really happening. So thank you so much for that. Okay. So we're gonna pause for a break. Coach Nords, are you gonna unmute or no? Break?
Sige. Before we got a break, so I will share yung sa akin naman. So, breakable moments. So, sa akin naman is for some, yeah, they know this situation wherein ako yung nagkasakit yung si Lency. Wherein, kaya ko to. It's something na it's spiritual. It is an spiritual battle really. It's not on physical, it's not on not on a physical health, but then the feeling of sharing it with someone, but then they don't understand. Na sasabihin nila na parang wala lang yan, yung parang nag-aarti lang, yung mga ganon. Parang nagpapapansin lang yan, yung ganon. But then, it's good that, yeah, it's a blessing for me, being connected with the tribe. And doon ko siya mas naintindihan kung ano yung root cause niya. And that is because of Master Coach A. So, with the feeling of, I don't know any better kasi sa amin is, pag may mga ganun is, pupunta tayo sa sa elders. Punta tayo sa elders, sabihin natin yung situation, and then from there, sasabihin nila, ganito, ganyan. Kailangan kuha kayo ng something pig or chicken, then gagawan ng ritual para sa ganon, magagamot yung anak. Yung mga ganon na scenario. I was born on that. Na doon ako nabuhay nung kabataan ko. Every time we have sickness, fever yan, high fever, whatever you call it, we have this elder in our place wherein, yun, tinatawag nila, and then gagawan ng ritual, yan. Magbabatcher ng pig or chicken, doon kami nabuhay. So yun ang alam namin. At syempre, ako, during that time, that was last year, and wala ako doon sa amin. Wala ako doon sa hometown. So andito ako sa city, dito ako sa La Trinidad. Syempre, ang kasama ko lang si Hasmin, tapos ako, tapos si Lency. So syempre, in that situation is that, what you call that, yung experience mo na wala ka sa parents mo. Kasi syempre, pag sasabihin mo yun, may sasabihin silang gagawin mo. Meron, papauwiin ka pa na ganito, ganyan, ang gawin natin, ganon. But then, it's a blessing na we have this clarity call with Master Coach A, and doon niya nakita. Siya mismo ang nakakita noon. Siya mismo ang naka-experience. Wherein, iba yung, anong tawag nito? Yung sitwasyon ni Lency. So, hindi siya physical, something ganon. So, every time na, yun, ako lang talagang nakakaintindi kay Lency during those time. Na medyo mahirap pang explain sa iba. Na mahirap pang sabihin na ganito, ganyan yung nangyayari sa kanya. Na, hindi, ni-spoil mo lang kasi ang anak mo eh. Lagi mo siyang sinasama, ganon. But then, really, it's masakit nga as a mom. But then, grateful pa rin ako kasi, my tribe. And the good thing is that it is a divine connection with Lency and Master Coach A. Kasi alam nung bata, alam niya na pag nagkakasakit siya, tawagan ko daw si Master Coach A. Although sa akin, syempre, ako yung nahihiya kay master kasi syempre may klase siya, yung mga ganon. Tapos, baka may klase siya, bakit ko pa siya tatawagan? But then there is one time talaga na pinipilit niyang tawagan ko kahit sa messenger. Pinipilit niya talaga yon. So, ang ginawa ko dyan is, yan, minessage ko si master na, ganito, ganyan, sabi ni Lindsay, tawagan daw kita. But then, alam ni master pala yun. Alam niya yun. So, yan, they have their conversation and yun, si master lang ang nasa isip ng bata every time na nagkakasakit siya. Every time na may nararamdaman siya. And sometimes, kahit nasa labas kami, bigla na lang siyang si Master Coach A. Tuwing na lang yung si Master Coach A. Yan, message ko si Master. And it really, for me, even though it's painful, even though it's masakit talaga. Masakit siya talaga. But then, having a tribe na nakakaintindi doon sa sitwasyon, it's okay. Parang nare-release or you have that, meron kang courage or meron kang confident na may tribe naman. May community naman na tumutulong na hindi mo na kailangang bumalik sa dati. Wherein, sabi nga, just a matter of faith. Just a matter of prayer. Prayer works. And really, yes, prayer really works naman. Not necessarily na gawin mo yung old ways. Pwede naman mag-transform, pwede naman mag-change. So maybe yun, Master, ang gusto kong ma-share.
Thank you, Coach Nords. And just to put a context, thank you for sharing. Yung kay Coach Nords po, kaya siya mahirap because in their family, previous to that, she's seen death. No, so their conditions can be fatal, and I think that the difficulty there is, when your children get sick, kahit ano pa po yan, parang it's parang blink of an eye, you can lose a child. Pwedeng mawala yung bata sa iyo, and ang hirap niyan when you become hopeless and helpless, no, because you are in a space that pag you look around, wala kang tulong. Diba? Look around, walang nakakaintindi sa'yo. You look around, it seems that it's not making the connection. So, that's one thing that we also provide in our tribe. When we say help is available, we really mean it. Help is available. So, we're gonna take a pause and a break, okay? And allow our moms, thank you, beautiful moms, loving moms, for sharing your heart. Let's have some hydration. Breathe in, breathe out, and we'll take a break right now. Everyone, thank you so much for sharing some love. As we take a break, I'd like you to please share with us your hashtag Pack My Bag moment or hashtag ROI Return of Insight. So far, by far, what you've gotten from our loving moms on the screen. We'll be right back after a few minutes.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.
We are back for the second half of Coach Cafe here at TikTok Broadcast, the special season break episode. This is now episode 6. This is brought to you by Decaf Coffee Republic, the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines, and our home as professional certified CACC life coaches here. Meeting with our tribe members, meeting with our coaches is like no other experiences. So I'd like you to come and visit Decaf Coffee Republic inside Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixtons and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City. We are open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday to Thursday. Our coaching hub is also an event place and a venue of choice for intimate gathering and private function. Just connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661 for your inquiry and reservation. And of course, our face-to-face community night event is back right now at DCAP Corporate Republic. And therefore, let me take this moment as the CEO and the chairman of DCAP to invite you really to come over and meet our conversations, meet the people in our conversation. This is spearheaded by our community managers. Of course, today is Tuesday, and I don't want you to miss a moment with our Master Coach Hasmin. It's Group Tuesday. It's all about habits. On Wednesday, it's Purpose Wednesday with Coach Rizal, Away in a Day. Strengthening Thursday, meet Master Coach A on floor for coaching for the soul. We're going to take a break on every Friday. And back on Fab Saturday, our open mic with no other than Coach Orville. Coffee Sunday with Coach Sean, Sundays for Life. And of course, our mom on the show right now, Nurturing Monday, walk along with Coach Tin De Hoya. Maraming salamat for joining us every night at Decaf Coffee Republic. I look forward seeing you this coming Thursday. Now, if you have not, if you are not yet or you have not subscribed to our Be Learning e-card, please take time to join us inside Be Learning Society as one of our mental model collectors. You can enjoy food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and have a full access pass to the monthly mental model masterclass that I do conduct. And you have an exclusive Be Learning Society privilege of having 90-minute coaching session with our senior coaches. For this month, I'd like to invite you to save the date for July 29. That's the 5th Friday of the month, 7:30, for we will be having Buy Your Hot Bottle Mental Model Masterclass, and you will learn how to grow your sales and profit while making a positive impact by learning a mental model that intersects with business success. TikTok broadcast is also powered by Rise Up Creatives Worldwide, your social commerce turnkey solution provider in the new digital space. Visit www.riseupcreatives.com to learn the benefits of lifetime members, like the mothers that you are seeing on the screen, which includes the ability to create valuable and engaging social media content with original lifestyle photos in just 5 minutes every single day. Rise up and be creative right now. That's our challenge for every moms, for every mompreneurs, for everyone who start really making it big here in the 21st century of social commerce. Welcome back once again to all our viewers joining us live, and if you are joining us on a replay, maraming pong salamat. This is one conversation, this is one episode here at Coach Cafe that I truly value, and I appreciate all our moms sharing their hearts. So let me call them back on screen. Master Coach Hasmin, Coach Tien, Coach Joanna, Coach Nords, and of course Coach Marife for the second half. All right. So thank you so much, dear moms. Okay. And I'm going to continue. Okay. Can you give me some thumbs up? Okay. Can you give me thumbs up here? Okay. So here's my question. If there is something that you love hearing from your children, or if there's something that you haven't heard and you wish to hear, what would it be?
Ako, I just heard it kanina eh. Medyo pinaghandaan ko to.
Tinanong kasi.
Tinanong ko sila. Sabi ko na, top 3 things that you like, sa nanay ninyo. And yeah, they mentioned it earlier. So
Ready si Master Coach Jasmine.
So,
Sa ano?
I think for a mom, so yun yung masarap na
Naririnig.
pakiramdam na maririnig mo that they like yung something they like about you, no? So nakakapagpalakas yun at nakakapag-affirm that
Sa'yo.
nakakapag-affirm yun sa akin. So yun sabi nga nung isa, tinanong mo na ako niyan dati. Pero
Nakalimutan mo ba?
nga anak, sabi ko natanong ko na. Pero iba kasi po yun eh, di ba? Iba pa din yung pakiramdam that you hear it over and over again. So, yun po.
I think ako dudutungan ko siya, Master Coach Jasmine. I think we want to hear it without asking. I think yun siya. If
Yeah.
Bea is watching, moms wants it to be, gusto niyang marinig na hindi niya tinatanong. She wants it to come very
Kaya siguro paulit-ulit ako. Kaya
Paulit-ulit si mommy kasi hindi niya naririnig naturally. Ayan na. So I did a favor. Thank you, Master Coach. Sino pa po?
Ako siguro, Master, I love you. Kasi ako din, hindi ako mahilig magsabi nun sa kanila eh. Parang, honestly, yeah, yung di ba pag bata pa sila, it's easier for you to say, I love you, anak, ganun. But as they're growing older, it's so hard. Parang, akala mo okay kayo, you are able to really connect, nagkakwentuhan kayo. Pero, yung moment na sasabihin kong I love you, it's so hard for me at times. Kasi hindi ko narinig yun sa nanay ko eh. So, unconsciously, ganun din pala yung ginagawa ko. So, when they
Hindi
say
sila
I love you, I
magsasabi.
don't know how to respond. Oo, I don't know how to respond when they say that. So, siguro sa mind nila, baka ayaw ko din sinasabihan akong I love you. So, they just show it in a different way. Pero masarap pa ding marinig yung I love you sa anak. Especially my son, he no longer says that. Kasi, malaki din, di ba, pag lalaki, nagiging distant sa emotion. So, yun yung akin.
Yeah. Testingan natin lagi si mommy. Bibigyan natin si mommy ng prompt. Lalagyan natin si mommy ng content prompt para masabi niya yung I love you. Ganyan. Pero mahirap siyang sabihin kapag lumalaki yung mga bata kasi naririnig na talaga nila. Tapos nakikita mo yung reaction nila. Di ba? Parang gano'n, napapaganyan tayo. Okay? Pero totoo yon, children in the house, totoo talagang gusto naririnig ng mommy yung I love you. Tapos si mommy hindi din nakakasagot kasi hinahanap niya, paano ba sinasabi yung sagot dyan? So, pag-aralan po natin yung I love you na yan. Totoo po yan. Yeah, I love that, Coach Tin.
Yes, ako naman, Master Coach, I think yung to say I love you is na practice ko siya kay Kayla, no? Before
Yeah.
sleeping at night, no? I would always knock on the door and say, Be, updating, and say, love you, good night. Para naging practice na siya, no? But parang okay, parang wala na lang. With Kayla, that's with Kayla. But one thing that na which really like made me like alam actually I know in my heart that my children loves me kasi marami nga akong ginawang marami akong ginawang like wow way
Pero
up
nandyan pa din
marami
sila, di ba?
and they really like became patient in like they became patient with me, no. And so one of the things that I really truly like love when Kayla when I asked my daughter, no, how am I doing as a mom, and she told me, yeah, you've improved a lot. So that's level up, no. That's level
That
up
was
sa akin.
great.
That was like really like my daughter is not expressive also, but yung sinabi niya yon, I felt it kasi minsan lang yun magsalitaan. Pag nagsasalita talaga siya, she's
Totoo.
not going to sugarcoat it. And then my two sons, well, I'm used to it, no, kasi na-practicean ko din si doktor, no, na love you mga ganyan. So practice ko yan kay doktor, so nasasabi ko din yan sa mga anak ko, but they uh, hindi nila like dahil nga sa trauma nila sa akin. So hindi nila yan masabi ng very spontaneous, no. But hindi na ako masyadong nagdi-demand doon, master. But I felt the love kasi whenever like my son kiss, my son would really like open his arms and would say,
Hug.
"Mom." Pahag talaga kasi ano siya eh, touch, ano tawag doon? Kinesthetic siya, so kailangan hawakan. So, ganun siya. Like, anytime, spontaneous lang yan, sasabihin niya, ma. So, we embrace each other. And I
That's it.
just say, I love you. That's it, that's it. My son, Kel, naman is food. No? Food siya, at saka yung, bigyan mo ng food and all those things. And not nagging him is love for him. So, that yun yung space. That's why nililearn ko yung iba-ibang love
When
language nila.
you say less,
Yeah. When I say less, because honestly, na-overwhelm sila sa akin. Overwhelm sila sa, pag nag-decorate ako ng bahay, overwhelm sila sa colors. Pag ginawa, may activity ako, overwhelm sila sa mga activity ko. So, so pag nagkakasakit ako, master, doon ko nakikita na nag-worry sila. Di ba yung mga bata, tahimik pag may sakit? Pag ako ay may sakit, tahimik ako, para nakatingin mga bata, anong nangyari sa nanay natin? At hindi, like, they're not used to me, like, being the one being David, because I'm all over the place. So, but it's masarap yung, I'm really happy whenever my son just said, I stretch his arms and say, I want a hug.
Nala.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's
And
beautiful.
when Kayla tells me her problems, I'm just so blessed with it. Yun, master. At saka si Kiel, pag sinasabi, ma, pwede bang ganito, ganito, I'm happy with it. That's good. That's a first step for me, and that's good enough. I love it already.
Yeah, and that was a dream. That was an illusion many years back, Coach Marife. So, 'di ba? Wala talaga yan sa horizon eh, 'di ba? For it to happen. I'm so blessed to hear that story, Coach Marife. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, beautiful children, honestly. Yes? So, sino pa? May mag-share pa ba? Coach Joanna?
Ako po, Master. Kasi yung I love you, na-practice din po namin yan kasi nga hindi rin po ako sanay na nagsasabi ng I love you sa bahay. So, when I
With
had
practice.
kids,
Oo.
I made sure na I always, I'm very vocal with saying na I love you, no? So, ang ano ko, Master, siguro, yung gusto ko laging nadidinig na sinasabi nila sa akin is that they miss me. Alam mo yung kahit saglit lang ako nawala,
Oo, maganda yan. Oo.
nami-miss nila ako. So, parang, minsan sasabihin ko, saglit lang akong nawala, para ka namang nawalan agad ng nanay. Pero, ang ano niya, no,
That's
na,
beautiful.
ang sarap sa feeling na, lalo na si Maya, itong bunso ko, na parang sinasabi niya, Mami, kailan ka babalik? Hindi pa nga ako nakakaalis, babalik na kagad. So, ang sarap nung feeling na lagi nilang sasabihin na, I miss you, no, lagi ka nilang
Hindi ka
kumusta.
pinapaalis, no? Yung hindi yung parang okay na wala yung nanay ko.
Yes, Master. May mga nanay kasi na
Gusto mong wala.
sabihin nila, parang lagi naman tayong magkasama, di ba? Pero yung feeling na lagi sasabihin na na-miss ka nila. For example, yung nag-event kami ng ate nila, parang kulang yung buhay nila pag hindi nila po ako nakakasama kahit ilang oras lang. So, yun, Master. Na-appreciate ko.
That was good. Maganda yon, no? Yung hindi ka nila pinapaalis, yung hindi sila nagbabantay, kaya aalis tong nanay ko. Ito, gusto nila nandiyan yun na. That's beautiful. Okay, Coach Nords?
Ayan. So, sa akin naman recently, just this week is that, na-miss lang ako kay Lency kasi, so dalawa kaming naiwan kasi umuwi yung tatay sa parents niya. And then, when I was doing something, hindi ko alam kung ano yung naramdaman niya. But then, sabi niya sa akin, Mama, Coach Nords, are you okay? Sabi niya sa akin, medyo napat, napatulala ako, uy, okay naman ako. Sabi ko sa isip-isip ko. But then, 3 times niya yun na natanong sa akin. So sabi ko, medyo pala mag-iingat ako sa pagkasama ko to. Medyo nakakaramdam. Yun, Master.
Yeah.
And yun, minsan din, although hindi kami yung, in our tribe, we are not those nagpa-practice ng I love you, yung mga ganun in words. But then, we are more on gumagawa ng things to, parang act of, ano mo tawag yan?
Service.
Act of service. So,
Service.
ganon. And kanina, nung nag-brewing live, before ako nag-brewing live or after ng brewing live pala, so we have this call with Coach Rizel and syempre, andyan yung hindi pa nahugasan yung mga plato, but then sabi ng bata, Mama, can I wash the dishes? Sabi ko 4 years old na nagsasabi ng ganun. So parang, alam mo yung feeling na even though ang tawag dito, even though hindi pa siya masyadong malaki yung mga ganun, but then nafi-feel niya yung kung ano yung sitwasyon ni mother, parang naiintindihan niya na mama will go live, yung mga ganun. Na sasabihin ko na mag-go live ako and then okay, sabi niya. So that's one thing na naa-appreciate ko kay Lency recently kasi dumating na siya sa point na nakakaintindi na kasi nga na-expose na siya sa atin. And the other one naman, yung sa first child naman is that, the act of service. So we are not used on the words na sasabihin. Gawin niya para Tapos yun din, mga appreciation din na sinasabi nila na you are,
Galing.
yung mga ganon. Sasabi sila ng mga adjective na you are a good mom to us, yung mga ganon. Yung sasabihin na, thank you ma'am, yung mga ganyan. Pag may ginawa kang para sa kanya, di ba? So yun yung something na parang as a mom is, at least I feel na na-fulfill ko yung gusto nila pag sasabihin nila mga ganyan. Yun sa akin, Master.
Thank you. I'm not gonna let this episode pass without planting something for the future. I look forward having another conversations with you like this, okay? But let's mark this today. Master Coach, you have two. Coach Tin, you have two. Coach Nords, you have two. Both Coach Marife and Coach Joanna have three. So let's all take this moment to put a seed to their lives. Okay, let's put a seed. Sabi natin, di ba, mothers knows best. So mothers knows best. Let's declare the future for our children. Like, as far as you can think of, what kind of future do you envision and you wish God will bless your children?
Game na po?
Game. Master
Game
Coach.
na.
Take it away po.
Yeah, so for me, I decree and declare that my children will walk with God and that they will fulfill the very purpose that God created them, because life will not be complete if yung purpose nila and calling will not be done in their whole lifetime. And if it is possible that God will na makita nila yon ng mas maaga sa buhay nila so that they can live life to the fullest and they can help more people and that they can give they have more time to give glory to God. And secondly, that my children will marry, no? So ito talaga everyday prayer ko to, that will marry God-fearing, no? God-fearing husband and wife as well. In the same way na yun yung prayer ko sa kanila, that they have the fear of the Lord, that I pray that they would also have that kind of husband and wife, and at the same time that they will be blessed with in-laws din. So kasi malaking bagay din po 'yon na yung
Yung
in-laws
family, yeah.
yung family ah, para mas matahimik po yung buhay po nila no, bilang um, mag-asawa. And basically those two things no ay yun yung dalawang bagay that I believe that will really play a very important in their life for their life
Yeah.
not to be miserable. So yun yung dinideclare ko that they will live to their purpose, discover it, and fulfill it at yung marriage.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Master Coach Hasmin.
Ako, next, Master. May same prayer ako kay Master, but I decree and declare that my children will grow in faith and wisdom, so that even if we are no longer there, they remember that they always have each other, and hindi din nila kalimutan yung iba. And yun, prayer ko din na they meet the right man and woman for them that God has prepared. Kasi pag tama yung tao, whatever happens, yung mga anak din nila will grow in faith and wisdom with God. Yun po yung prayer ko din.
Okay. In love, in prayer, in God. At para maayos ng pamumuhay, no? Thank you, Coach Tin.
Yes.
Who's next?
Ako naman, Master Coach, my husband and I have started really prayer for our children. Kasi we had that before, no, but naputol siya. But now we're bringing it back, no. Like every morning we sit up in bed. The first time we sit up in bed in the morning is prayer for them. And our prayer is really that they will be able to really hear God so clearly, hear God, and be able to have a full grasp, no, of
Yeah.
the love of God, no, that they may be able to surrender fully to Him and walk in His mercy and grace. Kasi I believe, no, that when your life is surrendered to Christ,
Yeah.
everything really fall into place.
Into
And
place.
definitely, it's always a prayer I think of every mom, no, that they get to marry husband, and they get to marry men of faith,
Mm.
or yeah, yung may takot din sa Diyos, no, because um, when both of you, when you don't have the same, no, same faith, uh, nahihirapan, no, like kung isa hindi nare-recognize sila, nahihirapan sino yung kasama mo mag-prayer kung yung isa hindi niya naintindihan yung faith. So it's very important because anchoring on God is really what makes life meaningful. And yun lang, yun talaga, dati kasi iniisip ko palagi na ito yung gusto kong mangyari. Now, I realized, even for myself, no, that when I surrendered everything to God, He just made things, He just laid down things, no, and
Yeah.
made you do it. And it's the same prayer that I have, no matter what may happen, no, that they will find uh, God and find His heart and find the way. And definitely
Yeah.
kasama doon, Master, yung being free from the bondage of depression. Kasama yun, freedom from that, so that they will have clear vision of what God really wanted them to do. Yun, Master.
Very clear, no? Very clear. Kasama dyan ang Diyos, no? Kung ano yung binigay, kung ano yung para sa kanila divinely, then we decree and declare that they will receive it. Thank you.
Amen.
Ako na
Coach
lang po,
Joanna?
Master. Nag-headset ako,
Mm-mm.
Master. Ang lakas po ng ulan.
Sige
Bumuhos po
po.
ang ulan sa Laguna. So, I wanted to declare this for my kids is that they continue to serve the Lord, no?
Okay.
Kasi kahit wala na kami, as long as they are serving the Lord, no,
Ah.
everything will fall in place. And yun nga sinasabi nakarelate din ako kay Coach Marife kasi yun talaga yung pinaka ano no. We as parents, hindi naman natin sila and they're not our own actually. They're just given to us by God, no, as blessing to us. And our mission is not really to gawin silang kagaya natin because they are different, no?
Mhm.
We just have to make sure that they do what needs to be done according to the plan of the Lord. And yung faith kasi nila, tayo kasi din yung magsa-start noon. And yun yung gusto kong maano sa kanila na we left them sa kamay ng ano, ng Panginoon, no? Yun talaga yung
Yes.
pinaka-importante. And we surrender them to God. Yun yung pinaka-declaration ko. And that they choose the life they want for themselves, not because others told them that this is the life that you should choose. Yun yung
Mhm.
sinasabi ko sa kanila. Of course, yung mapapangasawa, same faith, of course.
Yeah.
Nakaka-relate ako dun kay Coach Marife. Kasi, um, you cannot serve two gods, you know? You have to be the same. Kawawa yung mga bata. And yun din naman talaga yung prayer namin. Of course, um, they also have their choice, but they have to make sure that all that they're doing, laging
Choices.
naka-anchor sa prayer, naka-anchor sa Panginoon lagi, no? And before, siguro kung hindi ko na-meet ang life coaching, ang iniisip ko, ito, yung pa rin yung dati na ganito yung gawin mo kasi may pera dito. Yun yung mga ganun yung naiisip ko, Master. Eh. Yung frustrations mo, may
Yes.
ipapasa mo na naman sa anak mo. Pero hindi, no? Yun lang gusto kong i-declare is that they live the life God planned um,
For them.
for them. Yes, yun lang yung lagi kong prayer sa kanila. And I'm sure no that yung marriage, I believe that God will provide them the right person, the one that will take care of them because that's the prayer. And I know that ang panalangin po ng nanay ay napaka-powerful. So yun
Yeah.
po.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Coach Nords?
Okay, so sa akin naman, I I pray that yung mga children ko is that you will grow in faith na whatever it takes, na whatever challenges along their way is that they have that courage to ask God for help, to ask God for provision, for protection, and of course ask God for that beautiful heart, have the heart of generosity, the heart of humility, the heart of service. Na whatever it takes, whatever happens, yeah, facing those challenges in life na hindi naman natin siya naasahan, but then placing God first is that's a win for them. And I pray that whatever their plans is not really the plans for them, and just follow what God plans for them. And the plan of God for us is greater than our own plans, and
Awesome.
that's what I
Correct.
pray na
Makuha.
whatever man na the plan sa buhay nila is it will be fulfilled according to God's plan for them. That's it for me,
Yeah.
Master.
Maraming pong salamat. Thank you, moms. I know that you poured your heart in this episode. It's a beautiful conversation, and there's a lot of people that you have blessed this afternoon. Please do me a favor to connect with them after the conversations, respond to their messages. And you're watching us right now. You can connect directly with our moms. They are Think Talk broadcast hosts. They'll be willing and joyfully receiving. They will be joyful to receive your questions, inquiries, and connections. On screen are imperfect moms with perfect visions of what life could be for our children. You know, our eyes could be impaired, our decision making could be compromised at a certain time, our body may fail us, but honestly, every mom's God have blessed us with a perfect vision of our children. At times, it may not be the way we communicate it, but I think if there's one gift that we receive from God is that God have given us a picture of our children, what our children can be. And let me take this moment as I release our moms to the backstage. Let me take this moment to honor all the moms on the screen. Maraming salamat, Master Coach Jasmine, Coach Teen, Coach Norge, Coach Marife, and Coach Joanna. It's been a wonderful conversation. I look forward having you for season 2 of what you're doing here. And I truly believe that you are investing a lot, not only for our generations, but for the generations to come. And you're not only blessing your own children, today's conversation, you bless my children and the children of other people watching on the screen. Maraming pong salamat. I release you now with the blessing that may the Lord continue to multiply the works of your hands so that the next generations will see the abundance of the Lord that comes to a mother who continue to love and serve with God at the center of the decisions that we make for our children. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the backstage. Thank you po. And at this moment in time, let me thank every one of you who joined us for this episode. It's been a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for supporting this special season break series of Coach Cafe here at TikTok Broadcast. And whether you're joining us live right now or joining us on a replay, let me ask you, your beautiful heart, to share with us a comment. Leave us a comment, give us some insight. Let us know what you learned. I would appreciate your hashtag pack my bag moment, your hashtag ROI return of insight. And please don't keep us a secret. Circulate the link and let us know that you have gotten something from today's conversations, because your time is precious and would like to honor that. And if you are one person who wants to embark on a journey of becoming a professional certified life coach, like the guest that I had on the screen earlier, then Master Coach A offers professional training and services. And under the Coach A Professional Training and Development Services, I have this flagship program of Co-Activate Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program with international CPD accreditation of 40 units. So we are a 21st century learning experience. We provide that like real experience of learning and understanding how professionals like you, thought leaders like you, can enhance your skill, and you can beautifully not just blend but thrive in the multiple domains of life. And let me take this moment to invite all of you to join the next live certification program, which is a face-to-face happening in the North, happening in La Trinidad, BSU Gladiola Center, La Trinidad, Benguet. It's happening on August 13 and 20, and this is a face-to-face. So we're coming and we're going to the North, and I hope to see you on August 13 and 20. So for more information, you can connect, of course, with Coach Rizal at 09175861 or you can connect directly with Coach Nords at 0947-587-7113. So I invite you to watch all the other shows hosted here at TikTok Broadcast. And while we are on season break, we are preparing for the season 2. So continue to follow our page, like our page, give us some reviews, give us some comments, subscribe, and continue to engage on our other media accounts at TikTok. TikTok_TV on Twitter and Instagram, and TikTok Broadcast on YouTube. Please do give us a review so we can serve you more. For partnership, collaboration, and sponsorship, please connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. I'll see you again tomorrow, 3 p.m. for another live episodes of Coach Cafe here at TikTok Broadcast. This is us in the Philippines, broadcasting beyond the borders and advancing life coaching worldwide. Love and boom, love and boom, love and boom. Thank you so much, coaches like us, think and talk like this. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time.